today I am so excited to have an opportunity to speak to Vito Cancilla. Vito is only 11 years old and you are already making a huge mark on the racing world. So Vito, would you mind to share with our audience how exactly an 11 years old kid are able to get into this kind of unique but competitive sport?
My dad came up to me one day and he asked me if I wanted to race, and I said of course, because we have, like, my great grandpa, he is in the NASCAR Stock Car Hall of Fame, and he built Oldsmobiles, which are cars that pretty much aren't produced anymore. He built Oldsmobiles for NASCAR, and everybody raced. My dad, his dad, and my dad's dad.
So this is like a natural progression for you, and the root came from, this whole racing culture came from your granddad and passing down to your dad and then eventually to you, right? So tell me, who inspired you? Who is your mentor, right? Who is your coach that you look up to, that inspire you to do what you do? Because Vito, I mean, let's be honest, what you do is very unique. Not many people at the age of 11 years old can hop onto a racing car like this and actually do a good job. So who motivates you, who inspires you and keep you having that inspiration and doing what you do?
Honestly, my dad, because I've seen videos when they first came out with GoPros, they put them on the cars and they all got a free video of them racing. And I saw a video of him on Sonoma Speedway, which is over in Sonoma. It's a NASCAR track. It's like a program where they teach you how to drive. And there was a video of him and I watched it. I was very inspired. I liked that he told me all about it, and yeah.
Well, I'm sure your dad is very proud of you. It's more of like a love on first sight. Once you saw the video, deep in your heart, you said, this is what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about micro sprint and also late models. You race late models and micro sprints. Now, for those people who are not familiar with the sport, can you tell us about these types of racing?
Micro sprints are 600cc motorcycle motors in them. So if you see motorcycles on the freeway, that's basically the motor they have in them, and it's a Ninja motor. And then the late models, it's a 602 V8 two-speed car, and it's only two-speed, so because if we have like 4-speed, we wouldn't be getting those gears. And 602 is diameter, but horsepower of the car is about 400, 410, near there.
So this is considered to be micro sprint?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the late model. This is the late model. Okay, tell me about the late model and what is the big difference between this one and this one?
So the micro sprint races on dirt.
Okay.
And dirt is a way slick. It's more sliding, so you're feeling like you're drifting. Late models, it's more asphalt, and you catch a lot of grip, but definitely that taught me how to not spin out on these.
Most of the young kids that I know, they're more into video games and running around, go to the park and do a lot of kid stuff, right? So how did you get the focus and determination to commit to become one of the best in the racing world at such a young age?
To focus on it, it was really just my dad being pretty serious with me. We all started for fun. In this car right here, it's called a quarter midget, and that was my first car. It all started for fun. We all just wanted to have fun, do it on maybe the weekends. And after that, when we moved up, he was being more serious with me because there was like stuff on the line, and we were getting stuff out of it while also having fun. And even though we're like being pretty focused and determined, we're still having fun.
So fun is a big part of it, right? You gotta love what you do in order for you to become the best, correct? Even though it looks fun, and I know it's fun, but it also involves some risk, right? Tell me, when you're driving the late model, what is the speed that you're racing on the track?
The late model goes 75 to 80 miles an hour, and we have a lot of safety equipment, so the risk lowers a lot. It is scary at some times, but never really scary when we know we have safety equipment.
And your dad is very comfortable and very confident with your driving skills, so he's not nervous at all. You got a dad and you got a mom. Are they both very comfortable and confident about your driving skill, or maybe mom is a little bit more nervous? Dad is like, go for it. What is it like? The dynamic of between your mom and dad?
My mom, she seems to be more scared about driving and all this stuff. My dad knows I have the power to do it. So does my mom, but she's just scared. My dad knows, and he's determined to make me go far in my career. And he's focused so much about it that he's seeing all this stuff that I can improve on, and he knows that we have safety equipment, so I'm fine, really.
Man, you go, man. It takes a lot of courage. Now, besides courage, it also takes a lot of what? Discipline, right? And how do you condition yourself, I guess, on a weekly basis before you go to a race? I mean, do you run? Do you do some kind of special exercise to condition yourself in the best mental spirit and physical spirit? How do you condition yourself?
I go to a place, it's an exercise place called Universal Sports Academy, and I have a trainer there that helps me, and he knows that I race, so he has specific workouts that I have to do. Really just want to stay strong, and even before the race, I have to drink a lot of water, because it's like I have water in the car with me with a straw, but I can't really drink that while I'm racing.
Right.
Only when it's on a yellow or we're on a break.
And usually, how long does the race last? Is it like 60 minutes? Is it 45 minutes?
Average race, probably an hour, because there's a lot of spin outs, people maybe wrecking.
Now, you obviously look up to your dad a lot because you spoke about your dad multiple times already. Now, besides your dad, who inspire you? Like, who is your role model when it comes, I mean, let's talk about a racing driver, right? Who do you look up to? Like, oh my God, this guy inspired me so much. Besides your dad, we all know your dad is your inspiration, but who would be that individual that you want to learn from if you have an opportunity?
Kyle Larson, he's a NASCAR Cup Series driver. He's very successful and he wins a lot of races. He's a very good driver. People kind of overrate him, but I think of it in many different ways because he is successful, he's a good driver, and he can do things that many people can't do.
And name one thing what he does that you think other people cannot do. What makes him different?
He has a lot of winning streaks in the car. So like race after race, he's won a lot of times.
Got you. Now, what is your winning streak?
My winning streak?
Yeah.
I haven't really had a winning streak so far, but I've won in the junior late model about 5 times. We just started racing the junior late model a year ago, and yeah, but the micro sprint, I haven't won a race in this one yet because we're not focused on this one. We're really focused on the late model.
Got you. Now you have a lot of trophies, plaques right behind us. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff here. And if you have to pick top 3 awards that is your favorite, is most meaningful to you, what would be the top 1, 2, 3 here, and why is that?
I'd pick that one to be my favorite so far. That's my number 1.
The V5 with the circle.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would you rank that as number 1?
It was handmade, and it was honestly I like it because it's resembling me, and I could hang it up if I want to. I could take it off, and I like how the person who made it, he painted it, he put a lot of work into it, and yeah.
Okay, so that's number 1. Let's give me another one. What's the second one? What's another one that is very meaningful to you, award-wise?
I'd have to go with that one's gonna be my number 2, and that one's gonna be my number 3.
The big one is number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, and the number 2 is this one right here.
Yeah.
Nice. Very, very unique awards. Okay, so let's get back to another question here is, even though car racing, it looks like it's an individual sport, but it's not, right? You have a team of people that's gonna help you to win race after race. So how important is teamwork to you in order for you to win championship after championship?
Teamwork is very important in racing, because if we didn't have teamwork, I would not know how to drive the car. I would not know how to control the car, because teamwork, they're telling me to do stuff, and if I just decided not to listen to them, I would be very bad at the sport.
So tell me a little bit about teamwork, a little bit more in depth, meaning, let's say I'm on your team. Tell me, besides the driver, who are the most important people to support you to win a race? Like, is it somebody who changed tires? Is it like somebody who's more of like a navigator, or like wear one of those headset and telling you, hey, there's a corner coming up and be careful? Tell me a couple positions of people that's playing a big role in doing what you do and helping you to win races.
I have multiple crew chiefs, because sometimes someone is not able to be there. My crew chiefs right now are Bubba Nascimento, Mike Nascimento, Ty, and that's pretty much all my crew chiefs.
So 3 crew chiefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
If sometimes they work together, and some other times they also help work on the car too.
Beautiful, beautiful. So let's talk about your dream, right? You obviously have accomplished a lot of amazing things at your age, Vito. What is your next big dream? What would you like to see happening in the next, I guess, 1 or 2 years? What would that be if that's something in your mind?
We have to stay in the late models for the next year or so, but the next step up from the late models is a pro late model. But further from there, I would probably like to get up into the NASCAR series.
Ooh. Now, do you have to have a minimum age to get into the NASCAR series, or it's all depending on skill set?
It's age and skill set. So Arca Menard is probably next step up. It's way further than pro late models. I have to wait more than 2 years for that. But I have to be 15 to be an Arca Menard. You also have to be there and show them that you can race.
So you are also in school. Besides racing cars, having a busy traveling schedule to go to different states to race cars, and you also go to school full time. So how do you manage to balance out your school versus also going after your passion, such as racing cars? How do you manage to do that? Because that's not easy for a lot of people.
It is kind of hard, because I have to ask my teacher, I have to make plans, and my teacher is very important because she is cool with all this stuff that we're doing, and she's letting us able to go out and miss a couple days just to race. She's giving me schoolwork, and I can, like on the road there, I could probably do all my homework that I need to do, and yeah.
Man, I'm so proud of you. Now, besides racing cars, what are some of your hobbies? Let's say you don't race car, okay? What do you do on a day-to-day basis? What do you do?
Well, I come home, I will do my homework, I will go upstairs, probably get on a call with a bunch of my friends and play games with them, and some other days I'd come home, do my homework, and I have a dirt bike over there that I'd ride on the hill and ride in the backyard.
Wow, you got a full schedule every single day, right? So the last question for you is a big question, right? Now, you are obviously inspiring a lot of young kids, not just in the community, probably you're inspiring a lot of young kids in the world if they watch your message today, right? What would you want to say to someone that's like an uprising athlete? Okay, it could be they want to become a basketball player, but maybe they don't have any confidence, or maybe they want to be the next, late model driver like you, or it could be somebody want to become a great football player, but they just don't have those confidence. What would you say? What would be the message for those young athletes that's coming up?
Probably just any sport is kind of like racing. You just keep the pedal to the metal, and you'll get somewhere someday.
So keep trying, don't give up.
Yep.
Beautiful. Well, I really enjoyed the talk with you today, Vito. Very proud of what you're doing. And I think that what you're doing is really cool. Not only cool, but it's just very, very inspiring. So I, as the founder of Jess Wish Foundation, I would like to present you a check so you can pursue your passion even more. If there's anything else I can help you with, I'm here for you. And again, enjoy talking to you so much today, and thank you for taking your time. Before the interview, you spent 30 minutes with me and went through a lot of details about your cars, about a lot of things I didn't know. So I learned a lot from you today. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you had a lot of fun as well. And so thank you so much, and I appreciate you so much. Can I get a high five?